Hello everybody, this is Kyrick with more Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. I did what I said I was going to do. I looked up the thing for cards, and I found out that, A, cards can level up. If I, for example, were to use this goblin enough times, and he were to flip enough cards, he'd eventually become a 1P. If he defended against enough physical attacks, he'd be a P1. Magic attacks a P whatever 1, you know. And secondly, I looked up card locations. I have locations now for every card in the game. What's more, every card in the game, with one exception, may be found on Disc 4. So, I'm not locked out of anything. What's that one card? Naming Way. It is possible for me to collect every single card in this playthrough. Whether I'll be able to do it remains to be seen. However, I will point out one thing. Collector number is also built on things like arrows, so this, for example, is going to fuck me. Oh. Oh good, I did get a mithril sword. What? Did that turn off on purpose? Or... TV just made a turn off sound. Hold on a second. Okay, good. It made a real hard click-off noise, and I know I turned it off, but it shouldn't have clicked again. Yeah, Mithril Sword's one of the weird ones. A couple of those cards can only be found by dealing with the phantoms in the final area. So, I'm kind of going to have to do something weird. Where I get to the last boss that I can save after, or save before, the final two bosses, because there are two at the final end. I save, and then I proceed to go back and get every fucking card I can. Now, again, once I'm out of here, this is the last area. After this area, Disc 4 begins. Now, once I get into Disc 4, I will grind to level 100 or 99 or whatever the fuck it is. Now, I'm actually going to do something unusual here. Normally, what I would do, and what I have done at the end of every disc, is just end on the disc chain screen. For this, however, because there's no more story, really, what I'm going to do is, well, basically show off the final area or whatever. Maybe. It depends on if it takes me straight to the final area or not. I'm going to start Disc 1, or Disc 4 rather, and get to a stopping point and then grind everything. She's not lying. He did say that. He didn't necessarily mean it, but he said it. Alright, we're going to have Zidane's Squad moment where he angsts a little bit. Alright. Time for some one-on-one time with Garland. God, he is so cool looking, though. Again, Zidane was supposed to be the destroyer of Gaia. However... God, that's creepy. Yup, Zidane's predecessor. Remember, the only reason that the female genome hadn't been activated as Gaia's new destroyer is because Zidane's predecessor was still active in that role. God, okay, Twilight. Teleport away. Pandemonium. God, with a name like that. I don't think he's gonna stop. Oh shit, I gotta go around? Bastard, you float. That's not cool. You should know. I'm sure those of you at home have already guessed, but I'm gonna let him say it first. Kuja was Zidane's predecessor. The reason that the female genome has not been activated is Kuja. So Zidane was built to be the more powerful replacement for Kuja, and Kuja stole him and hit him on Gaia. Uh-huh. Well, when the cycle of souls are disrupted and he can send the souls to Terra, then Gaia becomes Terra. Terra becomes Gaia. The mist traps the souls of Gaia when they die. Which is why the black mages were fueled by mist. And I imagine it has something to do with why monsters are created. Mist has corrupted people's souls that manifest as monsters, but that's just my own theory. Pretty much, yeah. So, just to clarify, Kuja mocked the free black mages for wanting to extend their life without realizing his own life was finite. And he's going to take that a lot less well than Vivi and the Black Mages did. Kuja's on borrowed time. He's only supposed to live a little bit longer. Don't you know what it means to meet your maker? For those who miss the significance of what he just did, like me the first time I played through, with one gesture, he shredded Zidane's mind and soul. Didn't destroy them, didn't completely displace them, but he fucking tore them to ribbons. I just want to check one little thing before we get much further. Just to make sure none of these things have anything worth stealing. Incidentally, I can create Phoenix Pinions. Not yet, but I can. Oh, I kind of like this music. Mendicant? I gotta admit, I have a pretty good vocabulary, but that's a new one on me. Friendship. Friendship? Now what this is a moment where it all comes full circle. Zidane's been there for every single person in this party in some way, shape, or form. And now he's the one that needs the help. It's about the only thing I remember about this is him just kind of drunkenly staggering down this hallway. Now, I want to point out that to get him into an angsty position, you have to shred his mind and his soul. That's what a forceful personality, his forceful personality is. That you have to do this much damage to him to get into this state. I think this would make a great part for a movie or a TV series even. Tell you one thing, this would make this is playing out like a Japanese anime because they all like to end this way. They like to get to that moment at the end where everything falls apart right before they try to put it back together. And sometimes they can't. Sometimes they can barely do it. Sometimes they can't do it at all, but they always try. Evangelion comes to mind. So does Chrono Crusade. That was depressing as shit. Sad thing is, for this scene to play out properly, I kind of have to hold back. Because I can watch this guy in a single move. If I do that, then we won't get this wonderful moment. Okay, is it just her that comes in here? I want to make sure that the whole scene plays out. Okay. Again, this thing is so overmatched. I can win this fight in a single blow. Even with just Zidane, this thing has friggin'... Okay, not a single blow. He's got 12,000 hit points. I can win this fight so easily if I actually fight. But then where will I be? See, I didn't get the whole scene. There we go. There he is. That's probably enough to kill him right there. Nope. Again, a single Dragon Crest would have just absolutely torn the piss out of that guy. And again, that's more of Amaranth's development. It's like, it's him being pissed. It's like, hey, I finally came around your way of thinking, and now we're not even on the same page here. You know, I finally got on the same page with the rest of you, and got nothing. Cook you good. Taste this. Oh, and this is another fight where I really kind of have to hold back. Because I'm so stupidly powerful at this point, I can frickin' two-shot this bitch. As big and scary as he looks, Steiner's gonna make mincemeat out of him. Now, he's got enough hit points that he can survive this. So, I'm gonna make him try. I want to point out a cool moment that was referenced on TV tropes is one guy had the fortune of having every single one of his characters trance during this whole moment. Sure. I'll drop one of these on your ass. Come on, Zidane, I know you're here. Supposed to be here for this. There we go. Of course, hit the one person not protected. Stick a fork in it because it's done. Or not. No. Maybe they're impossible to kill until everyone shows up. kind of makes sense. It doesn't matter, though. Got this either way. Oh, there's my trance. Somehow lives through Steiner's next move and Queen's next move. They'll take a grand lethal to the face. And yeah, I haven't shown off half of this trance crap, but it's kind of hard to do that. It's not like a limit break where I can just build it up and save it and show you guys. No, he's fucked. See, again, it's just horrific. Oh, there's a new card. Abaddon's card. Oh shit, almost bonked my hand. Again, Steiner's character development. Right there. That's the moment. That's the moment when he finally comes full circle. That moment when he can even ask the question of himself of if Zidane's right for Dagger, instead of just knowing that he wasn't. The fact that that's even crossing his mind shows how far he's come. Compare him to the guy in the first time we meet Steiner. Compare him to the Steiner in Dolly, who tried to trick them on the airship to take them to Alexandria. You know? That is not the same man we began this journey with. Also, you want to talk odd couples. Frickin' Steiner and Queen. Couples don't get any odder than that. A bunch of babysitting bastards. That's another thing I want to point out. Before I advance the dialogue here. What Zidane just said to them and what he said after basically implies that for all he's done, keep in mind, he's been there for everyone. He's led them. And yet right now, in his mindset, he's been the weak link this entire time. He's the one dragging them down. He's the one keeping them from their potential. When he is, in honesty, the reason all of them have found their potential. And yet he sees himself as a burden. Whether that's how he feels all the time or just his current state of mind, that says a lot about him. Not you're dragging me down, I'm dragging you down. This would have been a very different world without Zidane. Vivi would have gone his whole life knowing basically nothing. The princess would have absolutely died. Queen would still be in the marsh, and so on and so forth. Steiner would have never been anybody. Oh no. For the record, I don't think that would have hurt me much anyway. So what's the Shell Dragon Rock here? Ooh, 25,000 HP. I'm gonna actually have to hurt him a couple times. He's gonna take a minimum of 3 full power shots, which I can't really deliver with the characters that I have here, but that's okay. Again, I don't care if I steal this crap or not, because it's not stuff that I really need. I'm just running out the clock, basically, until the story picks up. Also, he's got that freaking testicle chin. Look at that shit. He's got 3 nuts in his chin. Or maybe Mario's face. One of the two. There's the nose, shadows of the mustache, got the cheeks and shit. Alright. I may actually have to do a certain amount of damage to him. Maybe he's supposed to do a certain amount of damage to me. Either way. There she is. Talk about someone whose life's been profoundly impacted by Zidane. Let me pull out. I never gave her that friggin' thing. To Bahamut. I never gave her the frickin' Odin sword yet. I need to. I really do. But looks like when Bahamut used up his whip, still hurts though. Oh shit, that was enough? Guess he didn't have as many hit points as I thought he did. Or maybe I hit him more than I thought I did. One way or the other, doesn't really matter. Yeah, but the width of that hair is the difference between you and Koja. May as well be a mile. You know, I'm getting such a Mabarajo vibe from this moment. There's a moment in an anime called Mabarajo. Basically, there's a bunch of... In the world of Mabarajo, everyone has magic, and they have a certain number of uses. And when you use them all, your body turns to ash and you die. And this one character, the main character, only had 8 uses for his entire life, and it was actually 9, but he had 8 left by the start of the story. And he ends up sacrificing himself to save one of his friends, saying, "You've always done so many things for me, and I've never done anything for you," when he's burned like 3 or 4 spells already. More than a third of his lifespan burned away to help him. And that's what all the kids were like, "What do you mean you've never done anything? You've always done stuff for them, for all of us, etc." And that's what this moment is here. It's like, I've never really done anything for you. It's like, bitch, you changed our lives. You know? And for those who might have missed or forgotten the significance of what Quina just said, Quina's life revolves around eating frogs. That was Quina's favorite foods. Quina's master got it out of the Q Marsh by saying there are foods out there that taste even better than frogs. Because Quina would have happily lived there its whole life eating frogs. And Quina just said, "Hey, I'll make you some of my favorite food." Queen is not known for sharing. Again, there's Steiner. This is the final endgame Steiner. But yeah, I just love that. Love the way Steiner has developed the character. It just is the best for me, the fact that he has become like that as a character. Let me just check a thing real quick. Apparently we are supposed to backtrack, and there's goodies back here and all that other fun stuff. Oh, there's Moogle! Moogle, Moogle, Moogle! By the way, that was the end of Zidane's angst. You will never see him question himself like that ever again. Which you might say, oh, that's a bad thing. No, that's a good thing. That he is as confident, because he's not stupidly confident in himself. It's not that he just, oh, of course I'll win, I'm Zidane. No, no. It's just that he doesn't paralyze himself with inactivity. Like some characters do that I can mention. And not even just Final Fantasy characters, but they're... Okay. Get this shit done. Who do I want for this fight? These fights. There are a couple. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck the guide. I'm gonna do this my way. We're gonna take my heaviest hits. Sorry, Dagger. I need my my dream team here. Okay. Chop. Still. Oh, that's right. I've barely regenerated anything, really. And it's random fight time. That's okay. I'm good for it. Pretty sure disc 4 doesn't start me straight off into the final run, but I do want to show off as much as I can. I like what they're doing. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna show off Cherry Blossom, because I have it. Cherry Blossom Blizzard! I couldn't help. What do I have? Do I have any mega hits besides... No, I guess it's just this. Okay. That works too. Oh, did I have a mover card? I don't think I did. That's another card for my collection. See, I'm like that with collections. Remember, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get all the cards, I'm not going to get all the cards. Now it's a case of, well, I've got these, I may as well get the rest of the cards. Oh, not very good. Oh, I got a Vettel card. I don't remember getting him. I obviously got him, I just didn't remember. Ooh! Not horrible. For those who care, apparently the card stats are done via hexadecimal. I don't even begin to understand how that shit works, but there are people who do. I'm content knowing high number good, low number bad. It's enough for me. We're gonna stop here, because there's quite a bit left. There's 3 bosses and more stuff, so I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!